Good morning, everyone. It's May the 25th, the morning after all the bad storms. And it stopped raining sometime in the middle of the night. The last time I remember was about 1 o'clock or so. But as you can see, we still have water running down the drive from the backside of the property. You know, it just keeps draining down, and it will for a day or so. Until it all gets drained down from the higher part of the property. But the good thing is, overnight, the creek went down. And so I'm actually able to get out now. It's not as bad as I thought it was. As you can see right here at the end of the drive, it did a little bit of ruts and stuff that I'm gonna have to come back in with the box blade on the tractor and kind of scrape it out and level it out. But at least I can drive across the creek now and can actually get out. And I was asked on one of the comments if we were going to raise the drive when we put the culverts in. We're not really going to raise the drive, but I see if I can get this. If you can see right there is where the water starts coming out of the cow pasture. The road's quite a bit higher than we are, but there's where the water starts coming out. From there back to where I'm standing over here, we're going to raise it up, and it's probably going to come up a foot or so, maybe a little more. It depends on what it takes when we put the culverts in. It's not going to be real high, but it'll be just enough so when the water comes off of the cow pasture, actually you can see a little ditch that we put there coming off the cow pasture. You can actually see water still flowing out of there in the little ditch coming down to the creek. And we're going to leave that. We're actually going to just make it deeper. And hopefully all the water will just run down there and run into the creek here, and then go onto the culvert, and then go under the drive, and then on down through the creek. And with the creek being deeper, the water will move a lot faster, so it won't have a chance to back up into the driveway. And by raising the driveway up a little, it won't have a chance to run over the driveway. And so that'll save us a lot of that problem. But it's not going to be that bad. It's going to be a lot of work, because up in the creek, I'm going to have to clear a lot of all this old brush and crap out of here. It's kind of hard to see up in there. And one day I'll take a walk down through the other side of the creek. There's all kinds of crap that's washed down in there. I mean, there's actually a couple old tractor tires, and they say that they've washed down through there, you know, from the other side of the property. Over time, they just kept washing down through there. But it's something we'll work out, and we'll get it fixed, and it's just going to take time. Luckily, that part of the property up there, like I was saying, is actually higher. It's kind of hard to see. But I know the grass is high there and the weeds, but there's the bottom of that part of the property. It kind of goes uphill, like here, and then it goes across. So it's actually kind of quite a bit higher, so it doesn't flood out like this part does. Now down by the old pond there, it gets a little bit lower, and there's some runoff that comes off the road that cuts across the property, and it goes into the creek. But it's not really bad at all. But I just want to give everybody an update on what it looks like the next morning afterwards. And again, you can see that water just constantly coming out of that cow pasture there. I mean, it's just flowing right out of there. It's coming out really good. And it just works its way right down into the creek. And before we put that trench in there, it would just run down the driveway. So we actually trenched that out to make sure to keep it off of the driveway so it wouldn't wash the driveway out as fast. And we bought the box blade for the tractor for that reason, so we could keep resurfacing the driveway to keep it as level as we could, and able to drive without tearing our vehicles all to pieces. But it's actually a pretty morning, real breezy, but real pretty morning, and Hopefully it'll dry up, but they're saying more rain today. So, and it's Memorial Day, so hope you guys have a great Memorial Day. All right, have a good day, guys.